Welcome back, listeners, to the part 2 of the Grimm Adventures of Jacob and Willow. This episode will contain spoilers. If you haven't seen the first episode, go back to our channel to find the previous episode. Hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoy the show. If you want to be notified of any new videos, press the notification bell. We left just as Willow has made the discovery that they were trapped in the enchanted forest of a fairy tale book.
The sun was starting to shine through the branches of the tall tree. Jacob and Willow were perched in a large oak tree, about 7 feet off the ground.
Oh, this tree was so uncomfortable to sleep in last night.
Better to be sore than to be wolf dinner.
We may have escaped these wolves last night, but we need to get out of the woods if we want to survive.
Not only that, we have to find out how to get back home. We can't be the only people that have been stuck in this book before.
I wish we knew what Grandma's note said at the end.
I wish she was here.
Willow grabbed her necklace, and at her touch, the necklace raised from her chest and pointed straight ahead, glowing just like before.
It's doing it again.
I'd say I was surprised, but at this point, nothing could shock me.
Jacob, remember what the necklace did before?
Yeah, it got us stuck here.
No, it led us to the book. I bet if we follow this, we'll find a way back home.
So Jacob and Willow followed the necklace to the edge of the woods, where they were greeted by a soldier.
Halt! By the order of His Majesty, the Prince, all who exit these woods must report to the palace for questioning.
Sir, we aren't from here. We're just passing by on our way home.
You're in formal attire. Did you not attend the ball last night?
No, we arrived in the woods last night and we just made it out.
Arrived from where?
Bedford, Texas.
I am not familiar with Texas. Who is the king there?
Lord Martinac?
I have never heard of him before. Nevertheless, you must come to the palace. The prince needs to speak to anyone who was in the woods. There was a girl who ran in here from last night, and the prince is searching for any information on her.
We don't have a choice. We have to go with him.
So Jacob and Willow make their way to the palace by royal carriage. On their way, they see a town full of citizens. The key continues to point in the direction they are going. They arrive at a grand palace.
The prince will see you now. Follow the steps, and you will find him in the rose garden. You can place your belongings in the sack.
Hey, what's up with the key?
I don't know. It hasn't pointed any other direction since we got out of the woods.
Do you think we're supposed to come here?
If not, we just wasted half the day. Wait! The slipper! That's why the keys pointed us here. Quick, hand it to me!
Jacob hands Willow the golden slipper as they approach the rose garden where the prince is waiting. Immediately, the prince notices the slipper and rushes to Willow.
It's you, the mystery girl from last night. I have your matching slipper here.
Wait, what?
You're shorter than I remember.
Yeah, she really is that short.
Oh no, you don't understand.
Quiet, my love. We must make plans for our marriage.
No. There's a mistake.
Enough, love. I know you're shy. That's why you ran away last night at the ball. Soldier, take my maid and her servant to their quarters.
You have the wrong person. I'm not Cinderella.
Who's Cinderella? You're talking nonsense. Soldier, get her a sleeping draught while you're at it.
The soldier escorts Willow up to her chambers and has Jacob stand watch at the door. Once the soldier leaves, Jacob goes into the room.
This is hilarious.
No, Jacob, it's bad. Really bad. The key stopped glowing and fell.
Oh.
This isn't how the story's supposed to go. I think we have to find a way to fix this. Quick, grab the seat.
This isn't one of your books, Willow. That's not gonna work.
Repeat that first part for me again. The part where you said, this isn't a book.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It'll probably work. Storybook logic. Quick, the soldier's coming back. I'm going outside. Act normal.
Normal?
How is the maiden doing? At the prince's request, a sleeping draught. This should send her to sleep for a short nap before dinner.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Right, just be sure she takes it.
Roger that, broski.
This Texas language is absurd.
Okay, I think the coast is clear. I wonder if this stuff actually works.
It's probably just lavender and warm water. I still wouldn't drink it, though. I don't trust it.
Oh, you're right.
Okay, here's the plan.
Wait, the plan? You're about to be a princess if we play our cards out right, which makes me rich by association. I've always wondered what it'd be like to be royalty.
There is no way I'm marrying that guy. He doesn't even know who he's looking for. Besides, this isn't my story. Cinderella deserves her happy ending.
You really are no fun, you know that, right?
Whatever. Just help me. Tie this end to the banister. And you go first.
Excuse me? This was your idea that we don't even know will work.
You're the one that climbs ropes for fun. You know I'm afraid of heights.
Fine, but if I die in this dumb book, it's on you.
Jacob begins to climb down the makeshift rope to the ground. Willow is frozen at the window.
Hurry up, Willow.
I can't, Jacob. It's too far down.
Stop looking down. Just grab the sheet and rappel. Don't you want to fix Cinderella's story?
There's gotta be another way out.
Mistress, are you in there? The prince is awaiting your presence in the great hall.
There's no more time. The guard is going to realize something's up.
You're right. Oh no.
Willow closes her eyes and starts rappelling down the castle wall. The guard opens the door and sees the sheet out the window and goes to grab it, pulling it up so Willow is being pulled back into the room.
Willow, you have to go faster.
I won't let you run away this.
Jacob, catch me!
Willow, don't you dare!
Willow drops down the last couple of feet and lands on Jacob.
Thanks for the soft cushion, Jacob.
Soft cushion? That was my face you landed on. You messed up my hair.
I really don't think it looks any different than normal. You'll be fine.
Jacob and Willow run across the grounds of the castle. Behind them, a group of soldiers are charging towards them. They pull up short as they approach a giant moat.
Okay. Willow, you're the ones that reads all these books, so what do we do now? Swim?
I don't think we could swim it. It looks like there are creatures swimming in it. I don't want to find out the hard way if they're friendly or not.
So we're stuck?
Just then, from above, the twins hear a cry from the blazing red bird in the sky that is coming straight down towards them.
What is that?
It's a phoenix!
Why are we excited about that?
Oh, you are so dense sometimes. I think it's here to help us.
Are you sure? It, looks like it's charging at us.
The phoenix flew in front of Jacob and Willow, flying right in front of them. Its wings were blazing like fire, every shade of red imaginable. It was the most beautiful creature Willow had ever seen, and just like she imagined it from her book. And then, with three big flaps of its enormous wings, the moat parted, giving them a path to walk across, on either side a wall of water.
Whoa.
It is here to help us. Come on, let's run. We don't know how long it will be able to hold the water back.
Jacob and Willow run across the bottom of the moat and climb up the other side. As soon as they make it back down to the ground on the other side of the moat, the phoenix flapped its giant wings once more, and the water crashed back down, covering the moat, leaving the soldiers on the other side stranded and running back into the castle to bring down the drawbridge.
Well, that was awesome. But what do we do now? The soldiers are going to chase us down, and we don't even know where Cinderella lives.
Just then, a small ball of light appeared before Jacob and Willow, hovering in front of them in midair.
Okay. Willow, you're the fantasy book expert, so you're going to figure out how to tell me if this thing is friendly or if it's going to try to eat us.
I read a story like this once. A ball of light appeared to guide the heroes on their quest.
Oh, so it's friendly. Cool.
Well, in the book, it leads them to a cave where a cyclops lives, and they almost die.
Oh! So it's gonna lead us to someone who will eat us. Great. Fantastic.
Not necessarily. In some books, a spirit guide leads the main characters in times of need.
So 50-50 is what I'm getting here. Isn't there any way to tell? Can't the evil ones glow red and breathe fire or something?
My key! It's glowing and it's pointing at the ball of light. I think that answers it for us. Good or bad, we have to follow it.
So Jacob and Willow follow the glowing light to an estate on the other side of the village. Immediately, Jacob recognizes the girl from the woods.
The ball of light, it's vanished.
Well, I guess that means we're in the right place. Hey, Cinderella!
You can't just call her name. She never told us her name in the woods. She probably thinks you're some crazy person.
She had a fairy turn a pumpkin into a carriage. I think she can handle some random person knowing her name.
That's the wrong version, Jacob. This is the book version, not the movie version produced by the entertainment conglomerate who we cannot name without being sued.
Oh, great. So I don't even know how the story's supposed to go.
Maybe if you read more books instead of making fun of me all these years, you would know how to fix the story.
Ha ha. So now I'm just going to rely on you to tell me what we need to do.
In the original version, there's no fairy godmother. Cinderella gets her dress and shoes from the birds that live in the tree that grows on her mother's grave.
Whoa, slow down. Birds give her these things?
Yes, birds that can talk.
But they're not magic.
Correct. And it's also the birds that alert the prince that the sisters have cut their feet to fit in the shoe.
They did what?
It's a long story. Let's just say the Grimm brothers really live up to their name. We just need to make sure we lead the prince to Cinderella's house and that those birds are in that tree. Now, shush, she's coming over here.
Can I help you two? I don't recognize you. Are you looking for my stepmother?
No, we were looking for you. We met in the woods last night.
There must be a mistake. I was at home cleaning all night.
Look, girl, I'm a level with you, but I know you were the girl who snuck out to go to the...
Just then, Willow covers Jacob's mouth and gives him a look that means to stop talking now.
What he means is, we're here to help you, and you need to take back your shoe.
I'm sorry, you have the wrong person.
Bruh, take the shoe. We will explain later.
I really don't know what you're talking about.
Look, the prince wants to marry the owner of this shoe. He thinks it's mine, but I am not marrying a prince right now. He's on his way here, so you need to take it.
He's on his way here to my house?
Yes, that's what I said. Keep up.
In the distance, the group could hear the steady pace of the horses approaching the cottage. The prince and his soldiers had arrived at the edge of the estate.
Cinderella, there's no time. You have to trust me.
And now a message from our sponsor.
Are you sad and lonely during this extended quarantine? Are you in need of someone to talk to? Look no further than G102's very own Toupee Baby. Just for $1, you can have your very own Toupee Baby. It's a lovable, huggable, and fits in the palm of your hand. If you're lacking love and affection, buy yours now. As an added bonus, if you see a bear, Toupee Baby can be used as defense. Just throw it at the bear and its omnipotent abilities will stop the bear in its tracks. Toupee Baby, the new light of your life. Call now.
And now back to our regularly scheduled program, The Grimm Adventures of Jakob and Willow.
Meanwhile, in the woods, a light appears high in the sky and begins to expand to make it a portal. Someone is falling into this new land, but this time, someone is waiting on the floor.
The note that I would get stuck in, not that I would fall forever. Who are you?
I am Nerida, though you know me as the little fairy tale mermaid.
Where's your tail then?
Let's just say the sea witch got a taste of her own magic.
Okay, but why are you here? And how do I know I can trust you?
I knew you were coming through the book. I was an old friend of your grandfather's. I want to help you take revenge on those brats that came through earlier.
Why would you want to help me?
I believe we can be useful to each other. I will help you if you help me when the time comes.
That's a very vague answer, but I guess it will have to do for now.
So we're in agreement then.
Sure, but I'm not signing my name on any magic scroll.
So, tell me, how do I get revenge on my cousins?
Meanwhile, the prince and his attendants have entered Cinderella's home. Jacob and Willow are watching from the hazel tree near Cinderella's mother's grave. Above them are three birds, a raven, a crow, and a pigeon, who are speaking to each other.
Willow? Those birds can talk.
Of course we can. You never met a talking pigeon?
They're supposed to talk, Jacob. That's how the prince knows the sisters are a fate.
Oh, that's how he knows. A bird tells him. Oh, great. That's just great.
You got a problem, buddy?
Say it to our beaks.
No problems. He's just not familiar with birds that can talk.
So let me get this straight. We are not going to fix the story. We're going to let a bunch of bird brains fix it.
Who are you calling bird brain?
We happen to be very intelligent creatures.
Don't forget that you are the one who decided it was a good idea to unlock a dangerous book and dive in without knowing the first thing about stories.
How do you know?
We know all.
Whoa. What's my future like?
Don't pay Pigeon any mind. That was just a joke.
The Phoenix told us.
The phoenix can talk too?
It cannot communicate with you, but it does let us know things.
Quick, look, the prince is walking to the door.
Welcome, Your Highness, to our home. What brings you here today?
The prince is looking for a maiden that danced with him last night and left the shoe behind. Whoever it fits shall be his queen. We have searched all but this house in the kingdom. Tell me, did any maidens attend the royal ball last night?
A future queen in this house?
Yes, Dolores, our firstborn, beautiful daughter, was telling me today that she danced all night with the prince. She would make a wonderful queen, Your Highness. We will need privacy. Excuse us while we go to the next room.
Jacob, if you're squeamish, now's the time to look away.
What? Why?
Let's just say there's a reason the classic story isn't the most well known.
If you'll excuse me, Your Highness.
Mara, Cinderella's stepmother, and Dolores, Cinderella's oldest stepsister, go into the next room to try on the shoe.
The shoe is too small. Mother, what will we do?
Beauty is pain, my dear. You'll have no need for feet when you're a queen. We'll just shave off some of those toes to make room.
Yes, Mother. Go quickly, Mother.
Dolores emerges from the next room, seeming to rush through the house.
It's a perfect fit.
Attendants, prepare my carriage. My wife has been found.
Rukti-goo, rukti-goo.
There's blood in the shoe.
The shoe is too tight.
This bride is not right.
Ew, gross. What's wrong with your foot? You're missing your big toe. You can't be the woman I danced with last night. I would notice the trail of blood. Attendants, no need to prepare my carriage. This is not my wife.
Don't mind my silly sister, dear prince. The shoe doesn't fit because it's clearly my shoe. Excuse me and my mother a moment while she helps me into my shoe.
Ugh, just like your sister, your foot is too big. Everything has a price. To be queen, you must shave off your heel to make the shoe fit.
But mother, I won't be able to walk if I do that.
There will be no need for you to walk when you're queen. Now, do as I tell you.
Bella walks into the room with the help of her mother, hiding the shoe from the prince.
The shoe is a perfect fit, my prince, just like I told you it would be.
Attendants, prepare my carriage. My wife has been found.
Again, sir?
Rukti-goo, rukti-goo.
There's blood in the shoe.
The shoe is too tight. This bride is not right.
Ew, those birds are right. You're not my wife. What have you done with your foot? Attendants, do not prepare my carriage after all. Are there no more maidens in this house?
None, sir.
We are all that is left.
Surely there was a mistake. If this is the last house you have visited, one of my daughters must be your bride. Perhaps the shoe shrunk?
One more girl.
There's one more girl in this house.
Cinderella.
Cinderella?
Oh no, Your Highness. It cannot be Cinderella. She is my wretched daughter from my first marriage. She is but a servant to this house. It could not have been her.
Let the maiden speak for herself, sir. Cinderella, did you attend the ball last night?
Yes, Your Highness.
Then you must try on the shoe.
Cinderella tries on the shoe, and it's a perfect fit. Mara and the stepsisters can't believe it.
Attendants, prepare my carriage. I have found my wife, unless the birds have anything else to say.
Rook-de-goo, rook-de-goo.
There's no blood in the shoe.
The shoe is not too tight.
This
This
bride
bride is right.
So Cinderella rides off with the prince, and everything is restored. Cinderella gets her happy ending, and the lame stepsisters are tormented by the birds anytime they go outside. All of a sudden, the key around Willow's neck starts glowing and pulsing, and the magic light appears again.
The light, it's back!
What? We fixed Cinderella, now what? Don't we get to go home?
The light starts leading them away into the forest where they first landed, and they see something off.
Look, Willow, there's something on the ground.
How?
What? What is it?
The other half of Grandma's note.
What? How? It didn't come through with us.
There's something else. What's that over by the tree? It looks like a pen.
KTA.
It's a pink monogrammed pen.
KTA. Where did
Krista Anastasia Taylor.
our cousin?
Our estranged cousin.
Why is she here? And how did she get the note?
Before we did.
The light, it's back.
And the key's pulling me again.
There's nothing that way but more forest.
The key and light lead Jacob and Willow deep into the forest, where they come upon a giant old door, which is cracked open.
We have to go through that door. That's where the light stopped.
Hate to break it to you, Willow, but that's not a door. It's a portal. Look at the other side. There's nothing but more forest behind it.
The key is never wrong. We have to trust it.
Jacob and Willow enter through the doorway to the unknown, and the door closes behind them immediately.
See, I told you this was a bad idea.
Jacob, look at the door we just came through.
It has a golden shoe carved into it.
The slipper. I bet these doors will show us where they're taking us next.
Is there one that says home?
Not that I'm seeing. There are 4 more doors. One with a tower, another with a golden spool of thread, a lily pad, and it's hard to tell what this one is. It looks like someone tried to destroy it. It's hard to make out, but it looks like a shell.
Okay, so which one do we go to?
Let's try one and see.
Willow walks to the destroyed door, but the key pulls her back.
Ouch! The key isn't letting me move that way.
Maybe try a different door?
Willow moves to the center and takes one step in the direction of the door with the golden spool of thread on it, but the necklace pulls her back again. Next, she tries the one with the tower, but the necklace again pulls her.
That only leaves one door.
The lily pad.
Willow follows the key and steps through the door. Jacob is left alone in the clearing, takes a deep breath, and then steps through as well. When he crosses the threshold, a gust of wind sweeps through the clearing and the door slams shut behind him.
Stay tuned for the next episode of The Grimm Adventures of Jacob and Willow.